Hi guys, I want you to take out a piece of paper to answer the following questions before the presentation begins. This is to test your knowledge. 1. List a food that makes your teeth happy. 2. What does a dental hygienist do? A. Performs surgery on a foot. B. Cuts hair. C. Cleans the sugar bugs off your teeth. Or D. Checks your ears. 3. What does a dental hygienist wear? 4. How many times a day should we brush our teeth? 5. How many minutes are we supposed to brush our teeth? All right, once you've answered all these questions, I want you to keep the sheet of paper because we will answer these questions again following the presentation to test your knowledge. Hi guys, my name is Reagan and I'm a dental hygiene student. A dental hygienist is someone that cleans the sugar bugs off of your teeth. When we eat certain foods, we get sugar bugs on our teeth, and it's our job to make sure that we are getting all the sugar bugs off. We also help you learn how to brush and floss so that you can keep your pretty white smile as healthy as possible. So, how many of you know what you use to chew an apple with? Yes, that's correct, your teeth. So today we're going to be talking to you about the importance of your teeth. As you just learned, we use our teeth to chew. So it's important to make sure that we are taking care of our teeth, and that includes nutrition. So to start off here, we're going to be talking about what a dental visit entails. How many of you guys have been to a dental office before? Good. So when you go to the dental office, there's many things that it includes. So does anybody know what a dental hygienist wears? This includes, up here as we can look, gloves, a mask, and these are the instruments that we use. We use a mirror and a scaler. So we use this right here. This is a scaler. So as I just explained up here, this is also a scaler. This is the real scaler, and this is a cardboard cutout of the scaler. We use this scaler to scrape the sugar bugs off your teeth. With the mirror, which is here, the cardboard cutout of this as well, and the mirror up here, the real mirror, we use this to see in areas that are hard to see. We also wear, as I explained, gloves and a mask. So we wear the gloves and the masks here to reduce the spread of germs. We don't want to be spreading our own germs, so we wear the gloves and the mask to reduce that. I know they can look kind of scary, but don't be scared. They're just worn as a precaution. So a dental visit, what it includes is when you first come in, the dental hygienist will set you in her chair. She's gonna lay you back and she's gonna use her mirror here to check how many teeth you have. Does anybody know how many adult teeth you should have? Well, you can have either 32 or 28. It just depends. Then what she'll do is she's going to check to see how your teeth are growing in. This is just to make sure that all your teeth are there. The next thing she'll do is check to see if you have any cavities. She checks to see if you have any cavities. Then she's going to scrape off the sugar bugs with her instruments here, the scaler and using the mirror. We also use a really awesome machine that produces something called x-rays. And we use the x-rays to help us determine if you guys have any cavities and to look at your teeth. It's a picture and we take these. Lastly, we will put something on your teeth that's called fluoride. Fluoride is like a vitamin. Do you guys take vitamins? What fluoride does is fluoride acts as a vitamin on your teeth that keeps the enamel on your teeth super strong. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about nutrition. And how does nutrition relate to your teeth? So, as I talked about earlier, sugar bugs come from foods that contain sugars. So does anybody know what an unhealthy food can do to your teeth? unhealthy food does is it contains a lot of sugar. So foods such as ice cream, soda, candy, and what that sugar does is once the sugar hits the tooth, it creates mini sugar bugs, and those sugar bugs can cause a cavity. So I'm gonna play a little game here. We have a sad tooth and a happy tooth. So what I wanna do is I wanna have you guys, I have different foods and I'm gonna hold them up and I want you guys to tell me what you think, if it goes on the happy tooth or the sad tooth. The sad tooth has foods that are unhealthy that contain a lot of sugars, and the happy tooth contains foods that are good for you, such as vegetables, and then don't contain as much sugar. So to start, here's an apple. Which tooth do we think this would go on? The happy tooth or the sad tooth? That's right. This goes on the happy tooth. Apples don't contain a lot of sugar and they are good for your teeth. All right, next, this is a soda. So, do we think a soda contains a lot of sugar, and is it healthy or unhealthy for your teeth? Correct, it goes on the sad tooth. Soda contains a lot of sugar. All right, next, we have corn. Corn is a vegetable. Do we think it goes on the happy tooth or the sad tooth? Correct, it goes on the happy tooth. Corn does not contain a lot of sugar and it is good for your teeth. Next we have a tomato. Is a tomato a happy food or a sad food? Correct, it is a happy food, so we'll stick it on the happy tooth. Next, we have some cookies. Do we think these are a happy food or a sad food? Correct, these are a sad food. They go on the sad tooth. All right, a piece of cheese. Do we think a piece of cheese is a happy food or a sad food? A happy food. All right, and a donut. Don't we all love donuts? So, do we think a donut is a happy food or a sad food? Sad food. It contains a lot of sugar. All right, some ice cream. Don't we all love ice cream too? Do you think ice cream is a happy food or a sad food? Yes, it is a sad food. And carrots. Happy food or sad food? Happy food. And lastly, we have a Capri Sun. Who doesn't love these? Do we think they're a happy food or a sad food? That's right, a sad food. So now that we've got all these on here, you can tell the difference between the foods that are in the happy tooth and the sad tooth. So these are all, on the sad tooth, these are all foods that contain a lot of sugars, like we talked, the ice cream and all the other ones we put on there. Over here, we have the happy tooth that contains all the happy foods. So your vegetables, milk, things that are making your teeth strong. So even though we all like sugary foods because they're super yummy, we want to make sure that we are still eating healthy foods to make sure that our teeth are growing to be strong. The last thing we're going to do is an experiment. So what I have, it's called plaque attack. So do you remember when I talked about how the sugar from the unhealthy foods touches your teeth and it creates mini sugar bugs? This is an example and it's going to show you how that works. So first I have these 2 cups and I'm going to pour water in both of them. All right. Then I'm going to place sugar in one of the cups. And I'm going to stir this one. And this one. All right. right, so you can see on this side, this is the cup without the sugar and this is the cup with the sugar. So when I added the sugar bugs grew and created a lot more. So this is why it's important to make sure you're eating healthy foods that don't contain a lot of sugar. But also, brushing and flossing are important as well. And this is what Kaylee is going to be talking to you about next. Hi, my name is Kaylee, and I'm going to talk to you today about brushing your teeth. I know Reagan already went over foods that are good for your teeth and foods that make your teeth sad. So I'm just going to go over the brushing and flossing and how to take care of your teeth at home. We are going to school for dental hygiene. So what a dental hygienist does is just helps teach you how to take care of your teeth. And you usually go see your hygienist every 6 months to get your teeth clean. So that's what we do. So I'm just going to go over brushing techniques. So Reagan talked a little bit about the foods, like I already said, that are good for your teeth. When you have foods that are not good for your teeth, you can get bacteria on your teeth, which we also call sugar bugs. So these are kind of the sugar bugs on your teeth, and it kind of makes your teeth sad. So we want to brush those sugar bugs off. So we want to come over, brush in circles all over the tooth and kind of get rid of those sugar bugs. So brush, we've got a happy tooth there, brushing all over. Then I'm going to come over to the next tooth and just kind of do the same thing, go in circular motions here. Remove those sugar bugs off of the tooth, making sure I touch every part of the tooth. And I want to brush the tops of the teeth as well, and the backs of the teeth as well. Okay? And after your teeth are all clean, then we're going to go in and we're going to floss. So here's my floss. So when you floss your teeth, you want to come around the tooth and you want to hug the tooth and come up. And then when you come in between these two teeth, you want to hug this side of the tooth, this tooth, and then you want to come over and hug this tooth. Kind of make your C shape with your floss. And then you're going to come over to the other side of the tooth and hug the tooth there, okay? So that's how we always want to floss our teeth. So when we brush our teeth, we want to brush 2 times a day. We want to brush in the morning before you go to school, and then at night before you go to bed. And then it's also good to be flossing 1 time a day, so you can do that at night as well, okay? So I'm just going to show you again on some teeth here. Here are the teeth, kind of like your mouth, just like what we did up here. And when you brush, you want to angle your toothbrush towards the gums, brush in circles, and you want to brush every part of your teeth. So the front part that everyone sees. You want to do the biting surface where you chew your food. And then you want to do the inside where your tongue touches. Okay, and then also the same thing on the bottom, okay? So when we brush our teeth, we want to brush for 2 minutes at a time. So you can set a timer when you brush your teeth. You could play a song while you're brushing your teeth and then brush as long as that song is. I also have a song that I will show you that I like to use.
A soft toothbrush with precise paste, just 2 minutes is all it takes. Start at the front, then work your way back. Brush every tooth, don't be slack. Brush round and round, up and down, up to your gums as you count down. You brush round and round, up and down, up to your gums as you count down. Get the food from between your teeth. Every bit counts, every piece. Brushing every day and every night keeps all your teeth nice and bright. Brush round and round, up and down, up to your gums as you count down. You brush round and round, up and down, up to your gums as you count down. You brush round and round, up and down, up to your gums as you count down. You brush round and round, up and down, up into those gums.
So it's really important for us to keep up with our good brushing and flossing habits at home. If we don't, sometimes our teeth can get really unhappy and the sugar bugs just sit on the teeth and they can get a cavity. A cavity is just when the tooth becomes really sad and it has a little bit of a hole in it. And it's not scary. All you have to do is just go to the dentist and he'll fix up the tooth and make it all happy again. But we recommend going to see the dentist 2 times a year just to check up and make sure your teeth are happy. So today you learned how to brush and floss your teeth and how important it is. Also, how important it is to eat healthy foods that make our teeth happy versus eating not very healthy foods that make our teeth really sad. And how important it is to go see your dentist and hygienist 2 times a year for a checkup. Thank you.
One last thing before the presentation ends. I want you guys to take out that piece of paper that you answered the questions on before the presentation began, and I want you to answer those questions again. 1. List a food that makes your teeth happy. 2. What does a dental hygienist do? A. Performs surgery on a foot. B. Cuts hair. C. Cleans the sugar bugs off your teeth. Or D. Checks your ears. 3. What does a dental hygienist wear? 4. How many times a day should we brush our teeth? 5. How many minutes are we supposed to brush our teeth? All right. Once you've answered all the questions, I want you to compare answers. I hope you were able to gain more knowledge than you knew before this presentation. Thank you for listening. And the next slide will contain answers to the following questions.